stopping by my channel today. My name's Camille and this is By Camille, where I talk all about reselling on the internet. Today I am going to go over some brands that I am not familiar with. Basically, I was in a thrift store. I was kind of on a time constraint, so I wasn't able to look all of these brands up while I was shopping, but I took photos and I figured it would also be a great educational type of video. What I like to do is when I'm working or listing or whatever, sometimes I will listen to YouTube videos, but I can't really watch them. So I like to hear about the brands. I like to hear what people say about different brands, kind of get that brand recognition and hear people talk about the comps. So that's what I kind of thought I would base this video around, and hopefully you like it. I'm going to do 10 today, and then hopefully another one, probably not the next video, but soon I'll do another 10. And if you like this idea, if this sounds like something you're interested in, definitely leave me a comment so I know, and I will continue to do these videos. And what I'll do is I'll put the label here and any other information while I'm talking right on my right side over here, so that you can also visually see it if you're watching. So the first brand is Tahama. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. There is like a little accent over the A, but it is a golf clothing company owned by Clint Eastwood. It was established in 1997, and it's the name of his course. The word is Native American, and it means abundance of nature. The line has men's clothing and women's clothing, and the women's clothing is designed by a woman, Nancy Haley, so the tag will look similar, but it will also say her name on it. The comps were not great for the men's clothing overall. It was about, the sold comps were about $15 to $30, but mostly in the $20 to $25 range. And for the women's tops, it was mostly $20 and under, but most were $10. So unless I got this really cheap or free, I do not think that I would pick it up unless it was a men's item. And then if it was under like $5, maybe I would pick it up. So that's the first one. And also, what was I going to say? I can't remember. I'll think of it. So the next one was the brand Kate Hill. Now I couldn't find a website for this brand. I couldn't really find anything, but it being on pre-owned websites like ThredUp, Walmart was selling it pre-owned, Poshmark, etc. It looks like it's trying to be Kate Spade, like with the way the text is on the label, the way the label looks. It's white and black. So I don't, maybe they got a cease and desist. I don't know. I couldn't find any of the clothing new though. Or maybe it's discontinued, something like that. The dresses, they look like they're mainly known for dresses. And some labels do say petite, so also petite line. But the comps are around 20 to 25. And it looks like the prints do better, and there was some like 100% silk styles, but overall it seemed like a really pretty inexpensive brand, a lot of the same items listed. So the next one, I actually realized later, I do know this brand because of Honey Rags. If you watch Honey Rags, she's actually mentioned this brand a lot. So Toad & Co. However, their original name was called Horny Toad. So their website is basically all about clothing with a conscience, organic, and eco-friendly clothing. And I knew right off the bat that this was an expensive brand before I figured out that it was Horny Toad, because they had an offer like off of $150, and you know, if you spend you get $25 off $150. So it's like, ooh, if you need to spend $100, like it must be easy to spend $150 if that's what their offer is, kind of thing. That's how I always look at those offers. So that was kind of a good indication that this brand was going to have a high retail value, but of course you also wanted to have a high resale value. So they have both men's and women's clothing. And I looked this up under both names because obviously some people are not going to know that it has two names and will just list it by the label, but obviously you can only pick one brand name on Poshmark. So, oh yeah, and these comps, sorry, I think that's maybe what I wanted to say. All of these comps are from Poshmark, not like eBay or anything like that. I just thought it would be a lot simpler because I think that's one of the more popular clothing platforms for newer resellers. So the women's top specifically under the name Horny Toad is 15 to 25 plus, and more unique items we're obviously going for more, or like heavier like sweaters and things like that. And then for Toad & Co, 20 to 35 plus. So maybe because it's now maybe getting a little bit more recognized as Toad & Co, seems like those comps were a little bit higher. Okay, so the next one is Hearts. And I knew this was vintage. It was made in the USA. Oh, maybe that's what I wanted to say. So for some reason when I was taking these pictures, I was literally only taking a photo of the tag and not of like the actual item. So I just kind of picked like what I think is probably like their most selling category, or like what I would probably pick up, you know, when I'm saying like women's tops or women's dresses, things like that, because for some reason I didn't take a picture of the item. So I can't really even look up the exact item I found or anything like that, but that's besides the point. So this next brand, Hearts, I found one dress that had the same label on eBay. It was $22.99. It was really difficult to look up because the logo had like two hearts, so I looked up two hearts. I looked up Hearts made in the USA, Hearts clothing brand. I looked up the RN number, and the RN number brought up Francine Brower. So the name was just too generic for me to look up. So while the item that I found might have been cool, I think it was just like a black dress. I'm pretty sure it was pretty simple, and that's probably why I didn't grab it. I think that would have been difficult to sell because there's no good keywords that I can use with it. So the next item, or the next label for you, is Giordano Ladies. So right away when I looked this up, the website was absolutely gorgeous. They have a current 2021 collection. It's a Hong Kong brand. Oh, these pieces look absolutely amazing. So retail, they go for about $100 USD. There wasn't too many comps. There was only 8 pieces that were sold between $15 to $75. And there was not many listed either. So I honestly think these pieces would be great to pick up for yourself because they just look beautiful, and they have like some. I was actually looking at the tag that I took a picture of. Actually said it was cashmere and wool blend. So if I had seen that, I probably I probably would have picked it up. But I mean, I would just be on the lookout for yourself. Or, you know, if you happen to find something that's like a current collection, it just looks gorgeous. So, this would definitely be more dependent on the piece, I guess. But I mean, there is something that sold for $75, but there's only 8 sold. So it's really hard to tell if people are actually looking for that brand. All right. This one I saw a ton, and I don't really buy clothing at stores ever anymore, so I was not familiar with it. I'm sure a lot of you are going to know it when I say it. The brand Wonder Nation. It's a Walmart brand, and is a kids and baby brand, so I'm happy I didn't pick that up. I had absolutely no idea what that was, but I saw a bunch of it, so I didn't know if it was maybe like a boutique brand and someone had kind of gotten rid of a bunch of boutique stuff or whatever, but I just wasn't familiar with it. So now I know Wonder Nation is a Walmart brand. All right. Norm Thompson. This brand came up as classic clothes for women, more like mature women, like 40 plus. It was very similar to Soft Surroundings by the look of the website and stuff like that. They also do have men's clothing. The retail price is around $35 to $60 and not a great resale value at all. Dress comps were mainly under $25 and tops were under $10 to $15. So I would not pick up that brand, Norm Thompson. The next one, this was a pair of shoes. Protecca, Bratislava. They retail for around 50 euros or 60 USD. They're comfort shoes for both kids and adults. They're mostly like slide on, not a lot of tied on styles. And they're also for medical concerns or barefoot styles, which was really just like flat. I don't know if the translation was coming over correctly, but it was just like very flat sandals. There were some comps actually on Poshmark. There was 3 children's pairs sold for under $20 and 3 listed for under $20 and 1 sold for only $10. So I would not pick that brand up. The next brand, this is kind of like your bonus because I literally couldn't find anything, so but I just wanted to share it in case you see this tag, just so that you might be aware that it's gonna be hard to find. The brand is called Sassy, and the A is like a little eyeball. And the only thing that really caught my eye about it was the label and that it was made in the USA. I like to pick up made in the USA. I think it's a good keyword. People do look for that. But even with Google image search, which honestly has been trash, like it used to be so good. And I put the label in Google image search, it couldn't find it. Again, I looked up anything I could think of. Sassy clothing brand, which just brought up like tons of boutiques. I looked up Sassy logo with an eye, like eyeball, all kinds of things. I couldn't find it. So, in my opinion, I would not pick up this brand. And, okay, so this is the last one. This is number 10. Well, technically 11. Aurelia. So it's Curta clothing. So if you know, there are new categories on Poshmark for what was it called? Global dress wear, I think. Oh crap, I have to look it up now. Okay, global and traditional wear. That's the term on Poshmark. So there is a category for kurtas, which if you don't know, which I did not know what that is, it's a loose collarless shirt, kind of similar to what you might think of as a tunic. They make them for everyday wear and formal wear. So, and what I can assume is kind of like what happened with the activewear market. When they released this market, you would have to back enter your listings into that new category. So there wasn't a lot of comps specifically for this brand in that category, but the brand otherwise in other categories like just tops or tunics was there. And retail in general, it looks like it only retails for about $17 US from the website. And comps were like $20 and under, and there was some both sold and listed. So, I mean, the patterns are really pretty on this clothing, like, you know, really bright, geometric type patterns. So if it's something that you like, definitely pick it up. And if you're interested in listing something in a new category, that would be cool too. So think about that brand, Aurelia. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope that you learned a new brand, and if you have had some success with any of these brands, let us know in the comments. We would love to hear your experience with them. And if you like this video, let me know as well. I would be happy to do another one. That was really fun. I like to look that up and just get some brand recognition as a new reseller. So let me know if you liked it, and I will see you next week. Bye!